Okay, you guys, so this is something new that I wanted to try out. If you guys like it, I will do it after every game. I will still discuss my thoughts on the podcast every week, but this is just to get something up right after the game is over, close to whenever the game is over. But this week's game, my first thought is, holy crap. First off, we started out really well, it looked like. Our opening drive, we were moving down the field pretty good. We got into Tennessee territory. I think we got to like the Tennessee 49, but it's still technically Tennessee territory. And then Mayfield threw a quick pass that was a little high, and it went through D.D. Westbrook's hands and right into the hands of a Tennessee player. And obviously that was not the best start. They drove downfield and I think got a field goal. And then they ended up getting the ball back again and they got a touchdown, so we were down 10-0. Then they got the ball back again and we went down 17-0. But luckily before halftime, we got a field goal, made it 17-3. And it looked like we maybe started to get something going there at the end of the first half a little bit. But then third quarter we came out and we didn't look so great again. Our defense played really well though, I will say that. In the second half, our defense played absolutely phenomenal, keeping Tennessee out of the end zone and keeping us in the game. And then finally we drove downfield and got into the end zone with, I believe it was Samaje Perine. By the way, that touchdown pass to Perine was so much of a broken play, and I have no idea how we scored on it. Mayfield rolled out to the right side, 3 defenders rushed him. First off, I don't know why 3 people decided to rush Baker Mayfield. I figured 1 or 2 of them could bring him down. So then he finally just threw off his back foot and hit Perine in the end zone, and we had a 7-point deficit, and we got hope again. And then the defense got us the ball back, and we drove downfield, and we got a touchdown originally, and I got really excited because Mixon handed off to Perine and out of a wildcat formation, and he walked into the end zone, but then there was a holding call, so that got called back. And then Baker Mayfield threw a lob towards the back of the end zone, and Sterling Shepard came down with the catch and was able to tie the game. And then we go into OT, and at first it looked like we were going to hold them to a 3-and-out, or at least I thought so. I was pretty hyped up after our last few drives, and they ended up getting into the end zone, taking a 24-17 lead in OT. And then we got the ball back, and the first play, for some odd reason, they put a linebacker on Sterling Shepard, and Sterling Shepard took it down to like the 5-yard line on like a 20-yard catch. So that was pretty good to see. And then on 4th and goal, we ran a quarterback option. And I thought the play was going to get blown up and we were going to lose the game right there. But luckily, Perine made a very crucial block and Mayfield got into the end zone. And we were able to kick the extra point and tie the game up. And then we got the ball to start. And we ended up throwing a out route, I believe, to Sterling Shepard. And he ended up going up the sideline, hurdling over a player, staying in bounds, and fell into the end zone, took the lead, which was absolutely phenomenal. That was the first and only lead we had all day. And then Tennessee came back out, and they got into a 3rd and long situation after a false start. And instead of going to an underneath route, because in that situation they have to score a touchdown, obviously. A field goal is not going to cut it. So what I would have done personally is, on 3rd down, I would have went for like a 6 to like 10-yard gain or something like that, and try to make the 4th down play a little bit shorter. But their quarterback went for it all, and Sanchez came up with a pick, and that won us the game. Now, for my thoughts on the game, we had no business winning that game. The defense, thank God they were able to keep us in it for as long as they did. That first half, we did not look good. I don't remember what Baker Mayfield was. I think at one point he was like 8 for 20. I think that was one of the ones that sticks out in my head, and it didn't look good. And I'll be honest, like in the beginning of the 4th quarter, probably 5 minutes into the 4th quarter, so there would have been about 10 minutes left in the game, my thought was, you know what, put in Trevor Knight. He can't do any worse than what Baker Mayfield was doing. The offensive line wasn't blocking for him, but he still wasn't making tremendous decisions. So, yeah, I was thinking, you know what, put in Trevor Knight. He can't do that much worse. But then Baker proved me wrong and got us into OT and obviously won us the game. But are we a national championship team this year? Probably not. And as a Sooners fan, I hate to say that, but it took so long to get our offense going. If we go into any Big 12 opponent like that, we are going to get beat, especially a good Big 12 opponent. If we go into TCU like that, they're going to beat us by 40 points because you can't take that long to get going in the Big 12. That's just not going to work. And the main reason I say that is because our defense played really, really, really good tonight, but Tennessee's offense isn't exactly as powerful as TCU's or as Baylor's. That could be a problem if we take that long to get going. And obviously, as a Sooners fan, I want us to go undefeated. I want us to get to the playoffs and win a national championship. But our offense has to play better. And even last week against Akron, it still took an entire quarter for our offense to get clicking. But anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts on the game, or at least what I'm going to say in this video. Obviously, I will still talk about it in the podcast, which comes out Monday morning normally, unless something goes wrong, and that's normally Monday afternoon. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want me to do this after next week's game, which is against Tulsa, and I will talk to you guys hopefully then.